This episode brings you a chilling story from American Horror Story. At first, it seemed like just another creepy tale. But who would have thought someone in real life actually tried using parasite eggs to lose weight? Let's dive into this tense and twisted story together. Vivian, a young black woman, dreams of becoming a fashion model. One day, she gets invited to interview at one of New York City's top modeling agencies. Rumor has it if you pass this interview, you've got a shot at landing magazine covers and becoming a true supermodel. Vivian shows up at the agency full of hope, but is immediately greeted by a room full of tall, gorgeous girls already waiting in line. The competition is fierce. She feels the pressure but takes a deep breath and regains her composure. Then, with quiet confidence, she steps to the back of the line. She starts chatting with a girl named Heather. Surprisingly, despite being competitors, the two hit it off and quickly become friendly. Soon enough, Vivian's name is called. She walks into the room. As soon as she entered, the interviewer asked her to take a few steps and strut around. Vivian's caught off guard but quickly pulls herself together and struts her stuff down the runway. And you know what? She kills it. Even though Vivian doesn't have conventional supermodel looks, the agent praises her natural talent. Just when Vivian thinks she's made it,
what are you, a size 2?
the agent suddenly asks,
4? A 4? You're too fat.
Vivian is crushed. She stumbles out of the agency in shock. Her dream of becoming a supermodel ended before it even began. Heather finds her outside and tries to cheer her up. If you can just lose some weight, there might still be a chance. But Vivian doesn't believe she can slim down fast enough. That's when Heather pulls out a business card. It's for a weight loss specialist. She says she used to go there and got great results, still heartbroken. Vivian decides to visit the clinic. The clinic owner listens to her story and promises fast results through something called Mendifur. Just one shot in the thigh each week, plus a balanced diet, and the fat will melt away. For months later, it actually works. Vivian loses a ton of weight. She walks back into the agency. This time with a body the agents love, they sign her on the spot. And it turns out, she really has talent. Soon, Vivian becomes one of the most talked about new models in the industry. But just as her career begins to soar, Vivian collapses at a photo shoot. Doctors find a complication tied to an old spinal condition. If she keeps using Mendifur, it could trigger serious heart issues. The doctor tells her to stop immediately. But how could Vivian give up everything she worked so hard for? Desperate, she pleads with the doctor, sharing all the struggles she's faced just to get this far. Moved by her determination, the doctor sighs and brings out a small box. Vivian opens it to find a squirming little worm inside. It's a tapeworm egg, the doctor explains. It's an ancient weight loss technique. If you follow the rules, you can lose 10 pounds a week, but you must not binge eat no matter how hungry you feel. As long as you eat normal meals, you'll be fine. Vivian hesitates for just a moment, then swallows it without a second thought. With the tapeworm inside her, she slims down even faster. Her career skyrockets. She becomes the most in-demand model at the agency. But one night, back at home, Vivian is hit with intense hunger. She forgets the doctor's warning. She downs a whole bottle of milk and devours an entire cantaloupe. Strangely though, instead of gaining weight, she keeps getting skinnier. What Vivian doesn't realize is, the more she eats, the more the tapeworm feeds, and it's changing her. Her personality begins to shift. She becomes irritable, aggressive, even violent. At first, her agent brushes it off, but things spiral. Vivian lashes out at everyone, even her agent. "I don't need you anymore," she snaps, mouthful of food. "I've been chosen by an even bigger magazine. I'm shooting the cover tomorrow." That night, Heather comes home to the apartment they share. She's thrilled one of her photos is going to be featured in a magazine, but Vivian's nowhere to be seen until Heather opens a nearby cabinet. Vivian stares at her from inside, looking wrong, then suddenly starts mocking her. In a rage, Vivian grabs Heather's beloved camera and smashes it on the ground. Heather is stunned, but then Vivian snaps out of it. She has no memory of what just happened. Heather's had enough. She decides to move out. Desperate, Vivian tells her the truth about the tapeworm, but to Heather it sounds insane. "You're a star. I'm the one getting excited over one magazine feature." They part ways in anger. Vivian heads to the set for her biggest shoot yet. A world-renowned fashion magazine cover, but she's become so thin. The custom clothes don't fit her anymore. The stylists have to clip the fabric in place just to make it work. As they're prepping, the hunger strikes again. Vivian bolts off set and starts devouring food like a wild animal. Everyone is horrified. Unsurprisingly, she loses the job on the spot. Crushed, she returns to the doctor begging for help. But once he learns she's been binge eating, his expression changes. "This is bad, really bad," he explains. Tapeworms are strange creatures. As long as she kept a regular diet, it would have been manageable. But once she started overeating, the parasite grew rapidly. Now, it's taking over her body, controlling her. It will consume anything and everything. Vivian is horrified. "Please do something. Get it out of me." The doctor finally comes up with an idea. He gives her a bottle of special medicine. "This will upset your digestive system. It might force the tapeworm to come out, but you'll have to pull it out fast." Vivian races home. She drinks the entire bottle and waits in the bathtub. Soon, her stomach cramps violently. Part of the tapeworm slips out. Vivian grabs it and pulls, until the entire creature is dragged from her body. But by now, Vivian is too weak, she collapses. And the parasite, hungry as ever, makes her its next meal. Days later, Heather comes back to the apartment to gather the last of her things. The place is a wreck. She thinks Vivian's just in the bathroom. But what she sees there is too horrifying to describe. And what she doesn't realize is, she's not alone. A few more days pass. A new model walks confidently into the agency.
Are you hungry?
Girl smiles wide.
Miss Klein, I am starving.